Yo, what's good? What's good? This your boy JTL, aka Out from the North 18, back with another one. And with another one from the Shade Room. They be up on it. So apparently, comedian Monique and husband are done with their swinger phase. Oh yeah, it was about that life. But before I get into that story, I need y'all to do me a favor. All right, so let's get into it. Monique reveals she grew out of having an open marriage with her husband. So Monique is continuing to be candid about her open marriage with her husband, though she's now explaining how she ultimately grew out of the arrangement. Says she welcomes a new chapter with her family. Her comments came during a recent sit down with the Hollywood Reporter, and the comedian started off by speaking on how she and her family are in the process of welcoming a new chapter. And I quote, "It's a new chapter, but not because of Hollywood. It's a new chapter because my babies are graduating high school. It's a new chapter because my grandson will be going to kindergarten next year and my granddaughter to the 5th grade." End quote. As well, she added, "Those things for me are the priority." Oh, look at that when they was younger. Monique, bigger girl, young brother. Look at Sydney. Look at him wearing that suit. Go on, boy. Look at Debonair. And in that post, she put, "Wow, this is 17 years ago. What an honor to be Mrs. Hicks. I love us for real. P.S. It's not an anniversary. I'm honored to be Mrs. Hicks every day." All right, let's get into more of it. On the subject of open marriage, the queen of comedy segued to speaking on her and her husband's past arrangements, which has discussed on the Monique and Sydney's Open Relationship podcast before. While speaking with THR, Monique revealed that they both began to put the brakes on their extramarital tryst as life began to happen. Specifically, she said that she realized she didn't want to sacrifice what she and Sydney had just for a lay. Monique also spoke on how she began to see a strength she had never seen before. As a result, the Bessie actress grew out of that. And another quote, "Life began to happen. I began to see a strength I had never seen before. He loved me at my worst. I didn't want to sacrifice that just for a lay, so I grew out of that." In addition to speaking on the shifting dynamics with the relationship, Monique also praised her husband for being the best manager. Quote, "He's the best manager I've ever had, and I've had the big boys." She first opened up about her open marriage 17 years ago. People lost their mind. Back during 2006 interview with Essence, where she first talked about it. When later reflecting on the revelation, she spoke on how the open marriage was entirely her ideal, as she wanted to still have sex with who she was already seeing. And another quote, "It was not Sydney's idea to have an open marriage. It was mine." While the situation worked for her and Sydney, Monique acknowledged the public's inflammatory response to the matter. As she noted, people lost their minds. She went on to add, "They thought we were having these orgies." However, she noted that as they both were busy with children, there is not a whole lot of time to be doing a whole lot of slanging and swinging. So, I got to speak on this. I didn't care for Monique in the beginning because she was annoying. I don't like when people always, because I'm big and fat, and use that as a joke. But I get it. It's kind of the 8 Mile effect. I get it. But as time went on, I respected her more as she grew and matured more. I respected her more as a grown ass woman. I was glad to see she got married, found somebody she loved. But to come to find out, they basically was doing the Will and Jada shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you kidding me? And this is the thing. This is how you know how much our women have really changed. And it's like the more they start to be like men, meaning working, trying to have the whole career, be the boss, They start being like, man, it was her idea. So she had a guy she was already messing with. So she still wanted to keep sleeping with this guy. And that's some mannish shit. That's very mannish. And what's so crazy, I mean, of course, he probably was open to it because he can go mess with whoever he wants to. But on some real man shit, man ain't gonna be sharing his woman. You ain't gonna be letting your woman be spread thin like that. Women can't do that like men can do that. Now you have women that will try, of course, but y'all women know, y'all females know, it's certain things that y'all to take care of. Like if y'all eat the wrong thing, your pH balance can be thrown off, or wear the wrong stuff. Say you buy some new fabric or material and that's bad, it can throw your pH balance off. If you get my drift. If a guy used the wrong type of protection, whether latex or sheepskin, that can mess y'all up. I done talked to women before about these things. Crazy as it sound. If a guy like, or say you use the wrong soap or he used the wrong soap. So it's not like, so for women to be moving like that, nah, it's not attractive. I'm sorry. And I ain't saying it's right for guys to do either, but I'm just speaking on what it is. It's different for us and the way we move. Like, and there's diseases that women can catch that man can be the carrier of, and it doesn't affect him, but it will affect the women he deal with if he doesn't use protection. Like I said, I've talked to women about this. So it's not cool for a man, a real man, to be doing that. But Monique was the breadwinner. He helping her with deals and stuff, so he just gets a piece of the action. But she's the breadwinner, and that's some mannish shit. Real man ain't with that. So the fact that she leaves the marriage, I can see why she made the decision to do that. And if you look at it, Monique, Gabrielle Union, Jada Pinkett, there's plenty more females out there, but those are the name of few. The recent few females that we see, it was their idea to have an open marriage. Real man ain't gonna allow that, whether you make him less or more money, or in between. Real man ain't gonna allow that. So if they happy, they made it through, that's good for them. It's not easy to make it through, especially if you in Hollywood. So I'll take that into account too. They was keeping it real, being honest and open, not faking the phone. Now that I give the utmost respect to these two out of everybody else relationship I've seen, because at least they honest, not just on some other shit. And they're more down to earth, in my opinion. Sydney and Monique is more down to earth than Will and Jada, Gabrielle Union, and D Wade and all that. They're more down to earth. The rest of them, I don't know what to say about them. I know that's some Hollywood shit, but I know you got real couples every day that do certain things. Not all, but some. So shout out to them. And, God bless them from, maturing and get the fuck out of that. Grow their luck. We got to grow up sometimes and got to do better, man. Straight up. This your boy JTL, a.k.a. Op from the Norm 18. Make sure you also go over there at Facebook. Follow your boy over there, Op from the Norm 18, the number 18. Hey, you know what I say. What I always say. Shit.